One Piece is reaching a boiling point, and with this chapter, Oda might have dropped some of the most groundbreaking lore we've ever seen. The mysteries of the D Clan, the shadow of Joy Boy, and even Blackbeard's hidden lineage are all suddenly colliding on the battlefield of God Valley. This isn't just another chapter. This feels like the turning point of the entire saga. The chapter begins with the Celestial Dragons parading the Davy Clan onto a grand stage like animals for entertainment. Shackled, mocked, humiliated, but still radiating a strange aura of importance. Among them, a young Teach, long before the name Blackbeard would strike terror across the seas. His mother, shielding him with her body from the objects hurled by the crowd. And towering above the others, two enormous figures. Giants, buccaneers, or something in between. One of them even wears a straw hat. The crowd jeers, and then a voice rises. "You're buccaneers too, aren't you?" This single line changes everything. Could it be that the Davies, like Kuma, descend from the buccaneer bloodline? That would explain their unusual size and resilience, and why the world government is so determined to erase them. But it isn't the giants that steal the spotlight. It's Teach's mother. Her design carries an uncanny resemblance to Nico Olvia, the mother of Nico Robin, and that instantly sets off alarm bells. Why? Because Oda once revealed in an SBS that if Blackbeard hadn't become a pirate, he would have become an archaeologist. That small detail suddenly feels massive. Is it just coincidence? Or is there an actual blood connection between Robin and Blackbeard? Think about it. Both Ohara and God Valley lie in the West Blue. Both islands were annihilated by the world government, and the head archaeologist of Ohara, Professor Clover, carried the D initial. What if Olvia and Teach's mother were related? Sisters, cousins, or distant kin within the Davy Clan? That would explain their shared connection to archaeology, to the Void Century, and to the D bloodline. And perhaps it was the God Valley incident, the slaughter of her own family, that ignited Olvia's obsession with uncovering the forbidden history. If true, that would mean Robin and Blackbeard are not only ideological opposites, but distant family. But the deeper question is this. Who was Davy Jones? A pirate of the Void Century? A rival to Joy Boy? An ally? Or could he have been Joy Boy himself? The evidence piles up. Davy Jones is remembered in legend as a pirate cursed by the devil, condemned to the depths of the sea. Joy Boy was the sworn enemy of the world government in the Void Century, a man who carried the power of the sun god Nika. The name God Valley itself evokes a clash between gods and Joy Boy's will. And among the Davies shown on stage, one wears a straw hat, perhaps a tradition passed down from Joy Boy himself. If Joy Boy truly was Davy Jones, then the contrast becomes clear. Blackbeard inherits the bloodline, while Luffy inherits the will. Blood versus will. Destiny versus freedom. But there's another possibility. What if Oda is baiting us? What if Davy Jones wasn't Joy Boy, but rather the Blackbeard of the Void Century? A rival pirate who opposed Joy Boy, cursed and perhaps even still alive somewhere deep beneath the sea. That would make Blackbeard his spiritual heir, not Joy Boy's, and it would explain the ominous darkness surrounding him. While we wrestle with these possibilities, the battlefield erupts. A celestial dragon raises his gun at Kuma, who is speaking with Ivankov. The trigger pulls, but before the shot lands, Dragon fires back. Not a killing blow, but non-lethal ammunition, the same kind we saw him use earlier. But this is more than just a defensive act. This is Dragon's first open act of rebellion against the Celestial Dragons. And he doesn't stop there. Dragon goes on to free the mother of Shanks and Shamrock. Though he may lose Shamrock again soon, this act ties directly into a mystery we've known for decades. Why was Shanks found inside a chest by Roger's crew? Could that chest have originally contained a devil fruit? Perhaps one Dragon ate, granting him his mysterious wind powers. If true, then Dragon's legacy doesn't just begin with the Revolutionary Army. It begins here, on God Valley. And then the chaos multiplies. Roxdy Xebec and his crew storm the battlefield. Xebec promises treasure, fruits, and Shaki's rescue. But beneath his words lies another motive, saving his own family. His crew, however, is fractured. Kaido and Big Mom hunger for power and fruits. Others chase wealth. Some, like Whitebeard, follow for their own reasons. And then the Roger pirates arrive. Roger declares that he will save Shaki. His crew, of course, ignores him, trampling over him in a scene that perfectly mirrors Luffy's own chaotic leadership. Goofy, reckless, and yet destined to be a king. But the carnage doesn't stop there. For the first time, we see more of the Holy Knights. One bears sharp teeth, perhaps even horns, hinting at a non-human lineage within the Celestial Dragons. Another looks almost like a Yeti, whether through a devil fruit, a mutation, or an entirely new race we haven't yet seen. And then there's Gunko, not present in the group, but referenced with a chilling new title, God's Blade, the very sword of Imu. The implications are terrifying. If Imu wields Gunko as their personal weapon, then we may be seeing the deadliest force of the world government yet. And just when it seems the stage can't get any more crowded, the Marines arrive. At their head, Monkey D. Garp. With a single cannonball, he announces his presence, and instantly draws the eyes of both Roger and Xebec. The pieces are now all in place. The Celestial Dragons, the Davy Clan, the Rocks Pirates, the Roger Pirates, the Holy Knights, and Garp and the Marines. Every faction is here. Every ideology is colliding. This isn't just a battle. This is the greatest clash in the history of One Piece. So what does it all mean? Is Joy Boy truly Davy Jones? Is Blackbeard tied by blood while Luffy inherits the will? Are Robin and Teach secretly connected through the Davy Clan? And will Dragon's first rebellion ignite the fire that eventually consumes the Celestial Dragons themselves? One thing is certain, Oda is weaving every thread together. The D-Clan, the Will of D, the Void Century, the Rocks Pirates, and the Celestial Dragons. All roads lead through God Valley. And we, the readers, are witnessing history in the making, the clash that shaped the world. The moment that gave birth to legends, the spark that will eventually ignite the final war. The question is no longer if we'll get answers. The question is whether we're ready to hear them. Because One Piece has only just begun to reveal its deepest truths.